Well, Jacelle and I have been in this for a real long time. So, and it's a lot of stuff like you guys are seeing this season where, the whole world wasn't privy to, some of the stuff that Jacelle and I was going through, like, or the times we separated or that we were broke up. Even while we were engaged or even while I was still wearing my ring, we had moments where it just was like not happening. But, and things happened during those times when we weren't.
So you probably thought young Jock and Kendra Robinson were in a good spot, right? Well, get ready, because just when everyone believed their relationship had made it through all the drama, the truth came out. And it's even messier than anyone expected. Things got heated in public. And let's just say Jock didn't hold back. Onlookers were shocked as the argument escalated, with voices rising and accusations flying. Then Kendra dropped a bombshell that left everyone stunned. But here's the twist. There's proof this wasn't just a typical fight. Something much bigger was revealed, and the betrayal? It's a hard one to swallow. Jock wasn't just upset. He felt totally humiliated. And the reason? A name no one could have predicted.
It's hard living this life.
No, it really is. So I just got a text from my wife. She's it's a text to me and her mom. She said, I'm divorcing Jacelle, mom. A blog has accused him of cheating on me.
Oh.
So I'm done. Like, that's what I'm dealing with in real life. Like, in real life, see what it says? Yep, the girl who used to work for him. So this is what I'm really dealing with. And that's I'm going to be as transparent as I could be, because this is what happens when you play like this. You play on people's lives. You play on whatever they may be dealing with, and they have to deal with real circumstances. So this is what I'm dealing with this morning. Yeah.
Young Jock and Kendra have never had what you'd call a smooth relationship. From the start, people were already questioning their connection. Jock, known for his history with multiple women and his player reputation, always kept things shaky with Kendra. She tried to stick by him, but let's be honest, she knew what she was getting into. Their relationship has been a roller coaster, full of cheating rumors, public fights, and moments that made everyone wonder why they were still together. There was that time Jock was caught in compromising situations with other women, and Kendra forgave him. Or at least, that's what she wanted everyone to believe. But behind closed doors, trust issues lingered. Recently, things had been feeling off between them again. Word on the street was that Kendra had started questioning Jock's loyalty once more, but this time, it wasn't about another random woman. People close to them noticed tension building, and it was clear something big was about to unfold. Then, there's Scrappy, Jock's longtime friend. These two go way back and have always had each other's backs through all the drama. So, when things started getting strange between Jock and Kendra, no one expected Scrappy to be involved. But what happened next? Nobody saw it coming. It all went down at a fancy lounge in Atlanta. Witnesses said Jock and Kendra walked in together, but the mood was already off. Kendra looked irritated. Jock seemed stressed, and the tension was thick. This wasn't just a casual night out. It was a full-on showdown waiting to happen. Then, right in the middle of the lounge, in front of everyone, Kendra shouted, "You're a joke, that's why he's better than you." The moment those words left her mouth, the entire place went silent. Everyone turned to look at Jock's reaction, and it was ugly. Jock snapped. Tables went flying, glasses shattered, and people started recording the chaos. Jock was yelling, security rushed in, and Kendra stood there, cool as ever. That's what really set Jock off. She knew exactly what she was doing. She wanted to humiliate him in front of everyone. Security had to step in to calm things down, but the damage was done. Everyone in that lounge knew something huge had just been exposed. But the real twist? This wasn't just any fight. It was about who Kendra was talking about. Just as security was pulling Jock away, someone else walked, and it was Scrappy. And the second Jock laid eyes on him, it all clicked. He put two and two together, and you could see the realization hit him hard. It's him. You've been sleeping with Scrappy. The room went completely silent. Scrappy looked like he'd been caught in headlights, and Kendra, instead of denying it, she just smiled. A smug, knowing smile that told everyone the truth. That was it. The internet exploded. Within minutes, videos of the entire fight hit social media. People analyzed every second, every reaction, every word. Jock's humiliation, Kendra's boldness, Scrappy's guilt. It was all out there for everyone to see. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, it did.
Because as a man, guess what? I got to stand on mine too.
Yes, you do.
Because guess what? Let me tell you something. I didn't go to college. Guess what?
Fine.
I want my kids to go to college. So we can say that right
good.
now. I don't want them to go that direction. I want them to go to college. I can say that with you too.
Right.
But don't sit here in front of the world, in front of a medium, and say, "Oh, I wouldn't want my son or your sons to be like you." Hold on. No, we got
Not
to, no, you gonna put some
necessarily be
respect
like
on my name. Because at the end of the day,
put some
I'm
respect on your name,
successful.
but I know-
I take care of my kids.
Okay.
Ain't none of my kids out here in dire need of love and support. So
Okay.
we're gonna do that. Okay?
Okay.
Because I don't appreciate that. Because there's some things about you that I could say I wouldn't want my
Say it.
daughters to do.
Go ahead.
I'm not
Tell
gonna do
me.
that. I respect you and I love you enough.
I want this magazine
no.
to know
No. I
what
respect
it is
the
about me. You
integrity.
don't want your daughters
I'm not gonna
to
do
be
that.
like, you should.
I'm not gonna do that.
Be my guest.
I'm not
gonna
do
be
that.
slighted, honey.
I'm not gonna do that. That's where we have to draw.
The internet had absolutely no chill after all of this went down. As soon as footage of Jock losing it in the lounge hit social media, everyone had something to say. People were cracking jokes about Jock getting played, while others were stunned by Kendra's boldness. Some even called it the most disrespectful breakup of the year. And of course, there were those who had always warned Jock about Kendra. They were out there with "I told you so" posts, eating up the drama like it was the best thing they'd seen all year. Just when things started to cool down, Kendra and Scrappy were spotted together later that night, out in Atlanta, acting completely unfazed, no shame, no remorse. And to make it worse, Kendra was actually wearing Jock's chain. Let's just pause for a second. Not only did she humiliate him publicly, but now she's out here flaunting the jewelry he probably bought for her. The disrespect was off the charts. Meanwhile, Jock was losing it. Witnesses say he was pacing around, throwing his phone, and talking to himself in frustration. Honestly, can you blame him? The whole world watched him take this huge loss, and now his longtime friend was out there winning. But Jock wasn't just going to sit back and take this. If Kendra and Scrappy thought he was going to cry and move on, they were mistaken. His first move? Cutting Kendra off financially. Jock had been helping her with business ventures and making sure she was well taken care of. But now that's all over. Word is, he's already removing her from everything tied to his name. And Scrappy? He got cut off too. Jock had been working with him on music projects and giving him business opportunities, but that's done now. Jock pulled the plug on everything, leaving Scrappy to figure out his next move. And the mess Kendra left behind? Jock's legal team is already digging into financial records, and guess what they found? Allegedly, Kendra was spending Jock's money on luxury trips with Scrappy. Yep. While Jock thought he was funding their lifestyle together, she was out sipping cocktails with his so-called friend. Now there are rumors that Jock might take legal action. Word is, he's looking into filing a lawsuit for emotional distress. And honestly, with everything he's been through, no one would blame him. But if you thought Kendra and Scrappy were feeling guilty, think again. Less than 24 hours after everything blew up, Kendra posted a black screen on Instagram with just 2 words, "Excuse me." She knows exactly what she's doing. And Scrappy didn't stay quiet either. He posted a selfie smirking with the caption, "Loyalty is everything." Fans were furious, calling for them to be canceled. Comments were filled, with people calling Scrappy a snake and Kendra a mastermind. One person wrote, "Kendra really played the long game on Jock. She stayed quiet through all his mess just to turn around and do this. Nah, that's next level petty." Another added, "Scrappy has been shady for a while, but to do this to his own friend? That's straight up betrayal. Jock might be messy, but he didn't deserve this." But the real question is, was this just a fling? Or has Kendra been playing Jock this whole time?
It's your father losing his multi-million-dollar business for another. You checking on him. You ain't checking on me.
Hold on, let me talk.
But you checking on.
Let me talk.
Man, I'm sick of this.
Just when everyone thought this scandal had reached its peak, an unknown source dropped some serious receipts. And guys, these messages are messy. Screenshots of alleged texts between Kendra and Scrappy surfaced, and let's just say this wasn't a spur-of-the-moment mistake. The text suggests this affair had been going on for months. Secret meetups, late-night messages, and even plans to be together long before Kendra and Jock's drama went public. One of the texts from Kendra reads, "I am tired of sneaking around, but I can't let him find out yet." So she was planning for this to come out eventually, but it gets worse. Carly Red apparently tried to warn Jock. Now, we know Carly loves to stay in everyone's business, but this time she might have actually been trying to help. Rumors say that months ago, Carly pulled Jock aside and told him to watch his back, warning him that Kendra had been getting a little too close with Scrappy. Jock brushed it off. Maybe he didn't want to believe it, or maybe he thought Carly was just being messy. Either way, he ignored the warning, and now the betrayal cuts even deeper. Let's not forget that Scrappy wasn't just some random dude. He was Jock's friend. They had history, they worked together, and ran in the same circles. The fact that Scrappy looked Jock in the eye and pretended everything was cool while sneaking around with Kendra, that's cold. And trust me, this isn't over. Jock is about to make his next move. He might have taken a public L, but he's not staying quiet. Word is, He's getting ready to spill all the tea in an exclusive tell-all interview. This isn't just about Kendra and Scrappy anymore. Insiders say Jock is ready to expose Scrappy for more than just the affair. What does that mean? We don't know yet, but some fans think Jock might have receipts of his own. If he decides to air them out, Scrappy better brace himself. And don't forget, Jock could still take this to court. With the money Kendra allegedly spent behind his back and the emotional distress caused by this whole scandal, Jock might file a lawsuit. If that happens, Kendra and Scrappy might have to answer for a lot more than just public humiliation. Right now, all eyes are on Jock. Everyone is waiting to see what he'll do next, and something tells me Kendra and Scrappy aren't ready for what's coming. So, what do you think? Did Kendra and Scrappy take it too far? Should Jock fight back or just let it go? Drop your thoughts in the comments.